How's it going, guys? We're going to be checking out a video, 11 common things that don't exist outside of the United States. This is going to be pretty cool because this is going to be stuff that I'm used to. Most of my viewer base isn't going to be used to these things, except for like if they see it on movies or, TV shows and stuff like that. But anyways, the original channel that we're reacting to today is by Top Tens. There will be a link down below in the description section, so make sure you go check that out. And we're gonna find out about these common things that are gonna be common to me, probably not so common to you guys, that don't exist outside of the United States.
Chocolate chip cookies, dental floss, traffic lights, all great American inventions. These things originated in America but are now all over the world. But if you think that
Okay, I was getting ready to say, like, how does nobody else have chocolate chip cookies? Like, come on now, those things are so good.
everything American is in every other country, then you'd be wrong. There are some things you just don't see outside of the USA. I'm Charlie, and today we're going to look at 11 common things that don't exist outside the USA.
He said he's Charlie. I'm Charlie too. That's cool.
Before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming up first, we have medical and lawyer ads.
Yeah.
If you're not from the USA but have gone to visit, I'm sure you switched on the TV and heard this phrase. Ask your doctor if this product is right for you. And then, most likely, a big list of scary warnings and side effects. This is something that only happens in America, and it's
Yeah, these things are everywhere on regular TV. I don't see it so much when I'm watching like, like I mean, most of the stuff that I watch is YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll watch stuff on like Disney Plus or like Hulu or whatever, Netflix every now and then. And you got ads on a lot of those streaming platforms, but they're not the same kind of ads that you have on like regular network television, which I haven't had regular TV in a long time. I mean, ever since YouTube came around and their streaming services and you can just like download movies and stuff online, I don't see a point in regular TV so much. Um, but whenever you do get on regular TV, you're gonna see a ton of these kind of ads.
advertising for medical products. Outside the USA, it's weird to see commercials for medical related things. Most people would just go to their doctor and get what their doctor suggests. But in the USA, it's common to see medical things advertised as if they were any other product. But medical ads aren't the only odd advertising you'll see in the USA. Another thing you'll often see is
really?
adverts for lawyers. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
talking about Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. Believe it or not, that's not just in TV shows. In the USA, lawyers really do advertise on TV. Did you know that 60% of the world's lawyers reside in the USA? And the USA is said to be the most litigious country in the world.
First of all, I don't know what litigious means. That's not why I paused it. 60% of the world's lawyers are from the United States. We have like, I don't know, somewhere around 200 countries. Um, we're just one country here in the United States. Just one country out of about 200. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 198 or something. I don't know. But how in the world is one country that's like a half a percentage of the countries, like out of 200, right? That's a half a percent of the countries has 60% of all the world's lawyers. That is insane to me. Mind blowing.
This means the most
Whoops.
lawsuits come from inside the USA. Next up is spray cheese. When you think of cheese, you probably think France. Luxury
Yeah, so it's not real cheese. If I said it was real cheese, I know all you guys would like spam the comment section talking about how it's not real cheese. I'm fully aware it's not real cheese. And I'm fully aware that it's not healthy for you at all, but man, does it taste good. You get some Ritz crackers or something and you just squirt that stuff right on there. It's so good.
French cheese is a staple of fine dining around the world. But the USA has a different kind of dairy-based delicacy. That is spray cheese. Cheese is eaten a lot in the USA. In fact, the USA is the world's largest consumer of cheese. But America also loves convenience, and that's why cheese can be bought in a can in the USA. Now, spray cheese is actually only 51% cheese. By law, to call a product what it is, it must be at least half that product. So that's why it's only 51% cheese, not a percentage higher. The other 49% is flavorings, protein, and ingredients. Spray cheese has been big in the USA since the 1960s, and
It's showing it like it's an aerosol can. That's not how it works. It's a tube where it comes out the end of the tube, not like the side.
sold in various flavors. For example, cheddar, bacon, and even American flavor. Huh, I wonder what that is.
Yeah, what does that taste like?
Next up is garbage disposals. I'm sure you've seen in movies and TV shows how Americans throw their food scraps into the sink. You may think, what happens to
It's not just all Americans just throw their stuff in the trash. You have to actually have a garbage disposal hooked up in your house, right? I don't have one. Um, I've only lived like one place, I think, that has had one. So it's not like, every house. I mean, I'm sure like the newer houses and everything, the majority of them would probably have garbage disposals, I'm sure. But I don't live in a newer house. I'm not rich, I'm kind of poor. So most of the houses and stuff I've lived in is obviously an older house, and they certainly don't have them hooked up.
Next up is garbage disposals. I'm sure you've seen in movies and TV shows how Americans throw their food scraps into the sink. You may think, what happens to them? Do they just sit there? Well, no, they go into what's called a garbage disposal. These things actually only exist in the USA. In other countries, food scraps would be put in the kitchen bin. But why is it that only in America do they use garbage disposals? Well, the reason why is because in many other countries it's banned. This is because it's not very environmentally friendly. That's because all of the food is mixed in with the general water waste. This then at some point must be filtered out. So it wastes a lot of energy, but it is convenient. Next up is college sports. Every country loves sports. Whether it's cricket in India, football in Spain, or baseball in the USA. But only in the USA are they obsessed with college sports. Every country loves professional sport leagues, and the USA is no exception. But one thing that's different about the USA is that they love college sports as much as regular professional sports.
Yeah, there's a ton of people that do. I personally myself, I'm not a huge like sports kind of person. But yeah, there's a lot of people around here that are sports people, and they'll watch college basketball, college football, which is American football. It's not um what you guys call football. We call soccer here. But yeah, it's this country is so much different than everywhere else, and it's weird because like to me it's just normal because it's just how it's been my whole life. So to start, all this learning I'm doing about other countries and stuff, it's pretty cool.
No other country gets behind colleges as much as the USA does. If you ask people in other countries if they can name a college team of any other sport, chances are they can't. In other countries, college sports are not broadcast on TV. And they also don't make any money at all, as opposed to the millions made in US college sports. In the USA, college football brings in thousands of spectators to fill up stadiums. But in other countries, college football games are lucky if they even get the friends and family of the people involved watching. Also, the biggest stadiums in the USA are pretty much all college football stadiums. Out of the top 15 biggest stadiums in the USA, all 15 are college football stadiums. The largest of which being the Michigan Stadium, which can hold over 100,000 fans.
I didn't know that the top 15 largest stadiums are college stadiums. That's new to me. Wow.
Next up is white teeth.
Wait, for some reason, for a split second, I thought it said white trash. That is funny. White teeth, yeah. So clearly not all Americans have white teeth. As you can tell, mine are sort of ivory colored, sort of you know, yellow of sorts.
Have you ever wondered why all Americans seem to have great white teeth? It seems for some reason people in the USA are obsessed with getting the perfect teeth. And by perfect, I mean white and straight. Americans actually spend more money than any other country to make sure their teeth are white and straight.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, there's a ton of people that it's like their teeth is whiter than anything else around. Like they're so white they like glow. It's unnatural. It's unsettling to look at. It's just not s- teeth aren't supposed to be that bright, you know. But yeah, he said white and straight. Well, mine are yellow and crooked, guys.
But despite all the money that's spent on getting white and straight teeth, that does not necessarily mean they're more healthy. For example, the British are often mocked for their bad teeth. But according to a Harvard
I must have British teeth.
University study, British teeth are actually more healthy than American teeth. Trust me, not all Brits look like
Really?
Austin Powers. One reason why this may be is because in the UK, under 18s can get braces for free. However, in America, they're very expensive, and there's a good reason for that. According to a study by New York Mag, in the USA, good teeth can be the difference between getting a second date and not. Apparently, 38% of Americans will turn someone down for a second date if they have bad teeth.
A lot of shallow people in this country, I tell you what. I'm glad my girlfriend's not like that because I have bad teeth.
And 60% of Americans say they perceive someone as smarter if they have straight white teeth.
What? I have a pretty high IQ. So there's people that are judging me and think that like I'm not smart because my teeth aren't white and straight. That sucks. Hold on, little guy. I'll be done soon, all right? Hold on. I'll find out in a little bit, okay? I don't know what that is. All right, I'm almost done, okay? Love you. Black Friday. Yeah, Black Friday. Now that's Black Friday's crazy. I mean, there's people that like line up at the store, like they'll show up hours early. Some people will camp out the night before to try to be like the first people in line, and they'll trample each other to death almost. I mean, I think there's people that's been killed at stores before because of being trampled to death because of people just so greedy to get that deal. I Most of the time I'm broke anyways, but if I have money, I don't go to the store on Black Friday. I try not to. It's so crazy.
Next up is Black Friday. If you're not from the USA, you may not understand why everyone goes so crazy on this day every single year. Black Friday is the name given to the day after Thanksgiving, which is another American holiday. The term Black Friday came about because of the amount of accidents and sometimes even violence shoppers create. People go crazy for all the deals in the stores, and sometimes there are riots just to get into a shop. Black Friday has expanded to other countries, for example the UK, but videos of Black Friday in other countries have gone viral for different reasons. That's because no one really cares about Black Friday in other countries, and shops often only get 1 or 2 extra visitors than on a normal day. Billions of dollars are spent.
But the thing is, I mean, a lot of times they do have really good deals though. You know, you might have like a $400 or $500 TV, and it'll be like on sale for on Black Friday for like only $100 or something. So like, I can see why, you know, because people want to save money, but it gets out of hand.
In the USA every time Black Friday rolls around. But it seems the rest of the world just isn't into it. Next up is Solo Cups.
You know, there was that song. Solo Cups wasn't famous everywhere really until that stupid song, Red Solo Cup. I just, it's annoying. I don't like it. And it's like, you know, all these movies, you know, you got all these Hollywood movies that portray house parties and everybody's standing around dancing and they all got their red Solo Cups and this and that. It's not really like that in real life, guys. I mean, people buy them, people use them sometimes, but it's not like a thing like they make it out to be. And now it's became like this whole thing where people in other countries I've heard will throw like American parties and they'll go get red Solo Cups to be more American. Like to me, that's funny, but yeah.
If you're American, this may come as a surprise, but red Solo cups are seen as a very American thing. In movies and TV shows, everyone drinks out of them at parties. And many tourists actually bring back a red Solo cup to their own countries when going to America. That's because it's seen as a piece of American iconography, although many Americans don't realize this. In other countries, people simply drink from beer bottles or glasses, but in the USA, they use red plastic Solo cups. Next.
It's because Americans are lazy. That's, disposable cups that you can just throw away. You don't have to worry about, all the dishes. You don't have to worry about some drunk idiot dropping your glass and it breaking all over the floor because they're plastic, So I think that has a lot to do with it. And free refills, they're great. Not every store does it, or not every restaurant does it. Most of the fast food restaurants do if you sit inside. Obviously, if it's through a drive-through window, you're already off down the road. But if you go in and sit in the lobby, a lot of times you can get free drinks the whole time.
Next up is free refills.
After you buy the first drink.
When I was dining in the USA once, a waiter came up to me and said, "Would you like me to refill your drink?" I said no because the drink was kind of expensive, and they looked at me like I was crazy. That's because it is typical in any American restaurant to have a free refill.
Not any American restaurant. I've been to restaurants that do not offer free refills.
In other countries, you'd need to pay if you wanted extra drink, but not in the USA. In other countries, if you pay for one drink, that's what you get. And many Europeans say that they find it very weird when they go to the USA and their glass gets refilled even if they don't ask. But personally, I love it. I'm never going to turn down a free drink. And finally on the list, we have flags.
They're everywhere.
Every country has their flag, but no one shows off their flag more than the USA. If you drive around the USA, it's common to see people flying the American flag on their homes.
Yeah.
Also, many buildings, schools, and businesses will have an American flag. This is something you don't see in any other country. According to research, over 150 million American flags are sold every year. And it's not exactly known why people in the USA love to show their flag off so much. Worldwide, the USA flag
Because of all the government propaganda. That's why.
Is the second most famous flag after the Union Jack. But no other country waves their flag as much as they do in the USA. Vote in the poll in the top right corner the most interesting common thing.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, those are all pretty normal things for me. Some of those are pretty shocking. Not shocking, but like, I don't know. It's just crazy how much different, other countries are, and like, cultures, like what's normal in one country is abnormal in another country. You know what I mean? It's just cool to learn about. But anyways, you guys have a super fun, awesome day. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye.